So, this is me coming back to you almost after 2 months on YouTube. It does feel a bit weird. I was really having like more thoughts about if I should make this video or not, but I think it's very important for you guys to see like what is happening in the back end, how the year 2021 has been for us, so that you can also get some ideas, some behind the scenes of what we are planning for 2022 too. Because when I started this channel, it was not just about, like making videos about like Germany and things like that, but it was more about documenting a journey of somebody who comes from a small city in India, had no language institutions or something nearby, so he had to learn German on his own, and had to figure out a way to apply to the universities and things like that. And that was back in almost 2015-16, because you generally start looking for the universities and stuff a bit in advance. And at that time there was absolutely zero information available. And when I came to Germany and I started recording all of these videos, when I was in the university, I was studying at TU Hamburg, then it just really became a journey. Like, you're a student, then you're sometimes a part-time employee, and then afterwards you end up starting your own YouTube channel, you are doing your own business, things like that. So this was an entire journey for us. And the same way, 2021 has been an absolutely crazy journey, something that we couldn't have dreamed of in our craziest dreams. From 1st January to December 30th, that is today, it has been a complete experience of learning, adapting, improvising, expanding your boundaries, and going out of your comfort zone. In this 1 year, Alina and I moved from Germany to Romania, then we went back to Denmark, then we went to Norway, then we came back to Romania, bought an apartment there, and right after we did that, we moved to Turkey, and we had been living in Turkey for almost the last 3 months now. And we have a very nice experience here so far. We have been living here, we rented a villa here, and we are having such a nice time. We met so many people. For the first time ever, I could get serious about going to the gym. In the middle, I think things really went out of hand for me. I think at my biggest, I was 107.3 kilos. And when I started this time, the entire fitness journey, it was 105.3 kilos, I think on 23rd October or something. And now I have been able to go consistently to the gym, and I think today will be the 58th day, 30th December. And before that, I was never able to do it. Either it would be your work obligations, or it would be just bad weather. In Germany, the biggest problem I had was because the weather was so cold so many times, you just had no desire to go out of the house in early morning or something, go to the gym. Or if you would go to the gym, especially because you were living in a larger city, that was Hamburg, most of the gyms would be full. So as a beginner, you want to find a gym where there are not so many people and you feel comfortable going inside, there's a nice culture. So that kind of option wasn't there, but I'm just so grateful that we went to this city. We had no plan of coming to this city either. The thing that happened was the villa that we booked previously, it was an absolute shithole. I mean, it was in a small village, there was no internet, we couldn't even work and things like that. So we went to Airbnb, where we also host our own Airbnb, which is Aero Diaries in Denmark. And we started looking at other places where they are mentioning good internet. We found this place. And when we found this place, we were like, okay, this is around 40 minutes away from where we are living, but it doesn't matter. It's still a big city. Not exactly a big city, more like a town. And that's where we found this gym. It's just very, very nice people. From 105.3 kilos when I started on 23rd October. Now I'm at 100.3 kilos and I'm still going down, but it's the weight is stagnating right now. So we have to change things a bit. But diet is super strict. On 1st January 2022, it will be my 60th day for going to the gym. So I'm so happy that we could get a head start on the year and not wait for the New Year's resolution. And this is also one of the reasons why you saw me not making so many YouTube videos. When you're going to the gym in the starting, you anyways don't have so much energy. You start going and then afterwards you slowly adapt to it. And then you don't really have so much desire if you're working on other main projects. So that's where I think sometimes if you have to take a few steps back to work on the things which are important to you, which are good for your mental and physical being, then you should do it. And what I did, in the last 2 months, that was me actually acting on the things that I'm preaching right now. And this is the reason why I believe if something is very important for you, what you should be doing is you should be getting a head start on these things. That is, for example, you decide, hey, this is important and I want to start doing it right away because it is important for my well-being. Then don't wait for a specific made up date. It is not going to increase or decrease your chances of being successful at that. So I'm very happy that 1st January 2022 is going to be my head start for the gym, at least the 60th day head start, and I can go ahead with full momentum afterwards. Now this was also the year when I really broke all the boundaries of comfort zone and went ahead and started my own private limited. Coming from a family of employees, essentially, it was a very difficult decision because you are not really sure how the entire bureaucracy works, how you have to do the filings, the paperwork, things like that, and especially in a language which you absolutely don't understand, which was Romanian at the time when I was registering this brand device consulting SRL. But the lawyers and the tax accountants helped us out, so I was pretty lucky with that. But still, you're taking this additional risk, and especially in these times that you say, hey, look, we are going to do these particular kind of value addition things. That is, we are going to solve people's problem. And when you solve people's problems, they are willing to pay you money. And you can then bring in people and then you try to give it a vision and you all are working on the same thing. At the starting, we did not have a core team. We would have people coming in, people going out, but now slowly we have a core team who are really passionate about the vision of all of these different brands that we're trying to run and really pushing ahead and making something nice out of it. Also, when I started this year, I had absolutely zero idea that there would be more than 2,000 students enrolled in the complete course for studying in Germany. That is a big thing when you take a look at the number of students who come to Germany alone every single year. For example, in the winter intake is around 25 to 28,000. This is a big chunk of students who trust us with that. And one of the reasons is also that there has been this level of trust built via different kind of YouTube videos, by bringing you quality information and by you knowing that Bharat has already gone through the path that I want to go through. And also the kind of prices that the course has. It is at least 5 to 10 times cheaper than anybody else who is trying to offer you the same thing, but they don't do a good job at doing that, because with the course at least you get lifetime access to the course and you get the support till the time your studies are done in Germany. That is a lot of work for us for something which is not even 300 euros for one person. But this we have been able to take care of with a lot of the course students themselves also engaging with each other. We are taking care of the reviews of the documents, SOP, LOR, and so on. I'm personally still taking live sessions every 2 weeks. So whenever the students have any kind of questions, they can come in and they can ask their questions. I'm taking some bonus workshops. So all of these small kind of intercultural trainings and stuff, these really help the students out. And once they are successful, of course, they spread the word. And that is the biggest thing that we are always aiming for. The next thing that we started was IELTScrashcourseonline.com. That was also something which had been in our pipeline for a very long time, but finally it was out. So we have IELTS Crash Course Online for people who want to prepare for IELTS without any kind of nonsense information. Everything is super precise. It is built with native English speakers and it has 5 model papers that you can practice with. So that is very cool. And we also offer something called expected IELTS band. That is you can take that service so that you can also get an idea if you should really register for the IELTS exam right now, or you should wait a bit, save yourself that money and try for it again. So all of these things we had been able to push out. And now the most exciting thing and the place where I have been pulling off a few all-nighters is the fastergerman.com. This is going to be our concept of helping you learn German in the fastest time possible, and again with the help of a native German speaker, because the problem that I see with most of the language institutions is when students are learning from them, the pronunciations are absolutely horrible. You listen to that and you don't even think that it is German that is being spoken there. And this is the reason why I decided, okay, when we make the German course, it is not going to be just me teaching everything by my own, but we are going to have listening parts, we are going to have conversation parts, and we are also going to have meme parts in the course. Nice. So that you're really able to get a practical understanding of the language. This is of course going to help you clear the Goethe A1 exam in 14 days. And this is also going to help you when you come to Germany. You have to ask somebody some basic questions and so on. So really looking forward to that. I'm working day and night on this, and this is also another reason why the YouTube videos haven't been out lately. I'm done with the course with almost like 60-70%. I'm working on Notion and it has been such a lifesaver. And once like everything is out, then we of course go ahead and like we record it. And once the A1 course is out, we have A2 and B1 planned too. Like that is also going to take some time, but A1 I'm really trying to push for at least 1st January 2022. If I'm able to bring it out then, I think that would be the biggest birthday gift that I can give to myself, because this was something that I had been like super passionate about for a very long time. I'll be 27 years old on this 1st January 2022. Feel like a grandpa right now. The Faster German A1 course is also going to be very affordable for you. So the price of the course right now is only 5,000 Indian rupees. And again, like with all of the things that we're offering in the course, like if you compare it with other language schools or language institutions which charge you anywhere from 15,000 to 25,000 Indian rupees just for A1, and they are teaching you with bad pronunciation, and they are taking 3 months in teaching you A1. I just don't understand, like, does going till C1 take a lifetime, whatever? We will be doing all of that much faster and much cheaper. So there has been a lot of interest for this course. I've already put out the sign up form for this course, so the people who are signed up in that waiting list will be getting the first chance for enrolling in this course. So if you want to do the same, you can go ahead and you can sign up in the waiting list. That will be the first link in the description of this video. And then once the course is out, we will give you a notification and everything is good to go. I think another thing that I see now, like if I'm reviewing the year 2021, is of course there have been a lot more channels which make videos about studying in Germany, life in Germany and so on. And I find it interesting. I think like that's definitely a great way of like, you know, building more awareness, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. And that is like many of these people are new in Germany. They don't really know much and they say things which are not entirely correct. And this is why you have now more responsibility than ever. What kind of people you're watching, what kind of advices they're giving, and really cross-checking it with different kind of, you know, sources of information. Many of the information you can also cross-reference with official resources like, you know, daad.de or Study in Germany. Again, keep in mind there's a blog with that name, and there is DAAD's own initiative, Study in Germany, Land of Ideas. Use that one and not the blog, because again, blogs are generally run by private people, so they could have their own, you know, biases in those regards. So that is one thing, but the thing here is that when I started making YouTube videos, like I was the first one who did that, and there was no other people like, you know, making these kind of videos. And slowly when people start seeing, okay, like this guy's channel is picking up, we are going to do something same, then of course more people started copying those things. But it's just like, I want you guys to be a bit careful about what kind of advice you're getting, what kind of information you're getting. What we do at BIG is always based on data. It's always based on solid information. And this is also the reason why the channel has been as big it is right now, which is 275,000 subscribers. And again, at BIG, we are not making videos like, you know, my German girlfriend tasting candies and things like that. We are making videos which are actually giving you real information and quality information. So, and that's why we are very particular about the kind of information that we are giving to you. So of course, we have come a long way, but we still have a mountain to scale. We will be leaving from Turkey on 2nd January. And we will be going towards Aero, and it is going to take us almost a 5-day drive and a total of 3,500 kilometers. Like we generally like to go anywhere from like, you know, 700 to 1,000 kilometers in a day, sometimes taking breaks and so on. So it really depends on the condition of the roads and stuff, and hopefully we are there safe without any kind of problems. And once I reach Aero and we are there on 10th January or something, then we are going to really start pushing for the next courses, which is going to be A2 and B1. I think to finish off this video, what I want to say is just remember the path you took as a professional, as an individual, or as a student. And when you're on that journey, when you're in that direction, you realize that this is not really something which is the best for you. Do not hesitate from taking a U-turn or changing the direction and going into a different direction and starting things new again. For me, it was about, you know, leaving structural engineering, and I wasted 1 year of my time in the university there, and then afterwards I went to management. But it was not a bad decision at all. If I would have continued in structural engineering, I would have never gotten enough time to really focus on my marketing consulting business and, like, you know, get a lot of clients there, and also like focus on the big academy and things like that. So this is something that I want you to also, like, you know, keep in mind, that sometimes if you have to take a few steps back on focusing on something which are more important to you, then do that. Just like I did with, like, you know, going to the gym, building the IELTS crash course online and the faster German right now, and taking some time off from YouTube. Anyways, you only have 24 hours in a day. So if you have to allocate those hours somewhere else, then do that. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't hesitate in doing that, because the time that you have, it's always limited. So make the best of it. I will see you in the new year, and yeah, I look forward to your birthday wishes on 1st January on my Instagram. See you then. Bye. Oh, boy. Done.